morning. It is one of those mornings. We are in Guadeloupe. The anchor is dragged 3 times. We sat okay last night, but there's a big storm moving to the north of us, and we're getting some effects of it. Because of all the mountains around, we're in this, inlet. I'll show you. Because of all the mountain peaks, the wind is swirling around quite a lot, doing some funny things. We have pointed every single direction since getting here, and it is a rock bottom. So in sand, your anchor digs in really well, the type of anchor I have. But on rock, it can kind of just scrape along the surface. And so we've moved back a bunch. I can show you on the chart downstairs. But I'm trying to get some work done on the computer, and it's just been rainy all morning. And now we are almost out of the inlet. So for the moment, I'm just going to put a little extra chain out, just try to slow it down, try to finish some work. And then I'm probably going to pick the anchor back up and move up. If you remember yesterday, we were right next to that little catamaran. The GoPro probably makes it look worse than it is, but we've moved back a good bit. So I'm going to put some more chain out, try to slow us down. These are the joys of living on a sailboat. Like, it's beautiful. What a great place to get some work done and wake up. But also, you have to be like, oh no, my house is drifting into a cliff face. It's a funny balance, but we're having an interesting start to the morning. We've drifted back too far. We got to pick up and move and try to anchor again. I want to move to another anchorage south of this on the west coast that should be a little bit better for us, but I still have to check in. I have to get some work done, so I'm gonna try to anchor again. We'll move south later on. I think I might take a ball, but they're tough. It'll be tough. This is going to be tough. This is my first time ever taking a mooring ball, and they don't have pendants on them. Like, they don't have lines on the end of them to pull up and tie onto. So I don't know how I'm going to get down there and get a line through it. It's going to take some acrobatics in the rain. But I don't feel confident anchoring here anymore. How am I going to do this? Oh no. Yeah, can't pick that up whatsoever. Such BS, man. Absolute BS. This is the dumbest thing that I've experienced on my boat. The boat hook is stuck in there because the ring is like barely tall enough to get off the mooring ball. There's no pendant. I've nearly killed myself. Like, why do they make it so hard? They want people to use these things, right? Why make it hard? This is why I didn't take a mooring ball last night, and it almost drug into the ocean, into the cliff face. BS. I can't get my boat hook back. I'm gonna launch a tender. I hope I don't lose this boat hook in the meantime. Dude, I can't get it out. Fine, everything's fine. Charlie, what the hell? When I ran up here to do all this, I left Charlie downstairs and he could hear me struggling and climbed up the stairs by himself. For everyone who doesn't believe that he climbed up the stairs. It's okay, buddy. I got it working now. Yeah. Thank you for coming to check on me. Alright, I'm almost finished. Lord of mercy. A torrential downpour. I'm gonna get my camera dry and explain everything, but just look at this. That was a struggle, but I must say I'm actually really fortunate that the wind's not stronger, because had the wind been stronger and the boat was moving faster, it would have been much more difficult for me, because we're pretty close to some boats. The wide angle on the GoPro makes them look way farther away than they are. So, let me get dry, we'll debrief. Okay, let's talk about it. So, I have no idea, no earthly idea, why those mooring balls don't have lines coming off of them. I've heard them called pendants, I've heard of them called painters, but it's a rope or a line coming off of it with a float so that you can pick it up with a boat hook and then tie your own lines through the loop on that one without having to pick up the weight. I'm not a weak guy. There is literally no way that anyone can pick up that mooring ball. It is just, the chain's too tight to the concrete on the floor or something, but it's not budging. And I saw it in reviews and knew that it was going to be difficult. And with me having so much height out of the water and the lifeline netting, it's really difficult for me to get over the side and get to something. You guys, but the camera wasn't facing it, but I was literally like completely off the side of the boat with just my foot and my hand over the top of the lifeline netting, praying that it wouldn't snap, trying to reach onto it to get it the first time, and then it came back out. Look, I usually try to anchor because I want to save money, and it's 25 euros a night for the mooring ball here, which is pretty expensive. But any place that I'm in a rock bottom, you know, when the seafloor is rocky, if I have any trouble, you know, anchoring, or I will usually take a mooring ball. The depth is pretty heavy here. I was anchored in 35 feet and then drug back all the way to 55 feet, which is really difficult for my windlass to even pick up the chain at that point. But the only reason I didn't take a mooring ball yesterday was not because of the money, but was because of the difficulty that I knew it was going to be to get onto one, and there was no one around to help. Lessons learned. What I should have done is I should have anchored, and last night when I thought the anchor was good, I should have gone over to a mooring ball and tied on my own, you know, painter or whatever, pendant. I should have tied on my own line with the loop through the end so that I could come over here and do it with ease. But I didn't do that. I waited until I was dragging, and then when I was moving forward to anchor again, kind of like said, oh, I should just take a mooring ball and put myself in a bad position because I was just rushing. But I should have just planned on taking the mooring ball because I knew it was a rocky bottom and been fine. But I saw the Amel and the catamaran anchored last night, and then when I first anchored I was good. Look, I can show you my track. All through here is like 48, 38, 52 feet. This is the shoreline, right? This is where we are now on the mooring ball. We're in like 16, 20 feet of water. But last night I anchored. You can see where I came in. I anchored right here is where I dropped my anchor. And then I had a pretty good swing, right? So I stayed there most of the night, and then about 4 in the morning we had a storm come through and I dragged, and then I don't know where my anchor ended up, but the swell was coming in from the outside. I was swinging this way, and then as this morning progressed I could see myself working myself out, because once you're in that deep water you're just gonna go. That's when I knew we were dragging, and then of course a monsoon starts. But there's lessons to be learned there, and that's why I'm sharing is, you know, if you're a couple, the thing to do with that pendant, you know, maybe someone can be driving and someone can reach over the side to get the line through that loop if you have a shorter boat. But if you have a lot of freeboard and you're out of the water pretty tall, you know, somebody should be in the tender. You know, I could have, if I had my girlfriend here, I could have been holding us off, or she could have held us off, you know, outside, and then I could have brought the tender side too, so that I could just, you know, do it all up from really easy, like stand in the tender. Once I got the tender out there, it was super easy. So I had two choices. I could have anchored last night, put the line on the mooring ball, and then move. I don't like lightning, by the way. Alright, I'm gonna go get some work done. I'll update you when this rain goes away, if this rain goes away. This tractor man's having trouble. We're gonna go help him, because I wish somebody would have helped me. My tender's full of water. Alright guys, you're welcome. Someone's lost the tender now. I don't want to go through all this rough stuff. Look at all the trees and crap, oh my god. What a great day to own a boat! Yeah, man, I just did it by myself, and I was all the way over the side. Dude, I was all the way over like this. No idea. Maybe later, let me take this ashore. I'll swing by for a beer maybe. Hell yeah. This was not on my bingo card today, but could be worse. Troubles in paradise. Wow. That rain brought so much sediment into the water. It's brown now, and there's so many logs and stuff I'm trying to avoid. Trying to keep the line from going around my prop too. I mean, look at the logs coming past me. Look at that. That's crazy. The current here is insane. Now I see why I drug, because there's a river where all the mountains are feeding water to. All right, I wasn't quite sure what to do with the tender, but I got it lashed up on the dock, locked on, and I pointed it out to the dive shop and told them I don't know whose it is. I knocked on a couple boats, but they said it might have come all the way out of the river over there. I mean, it is just littered, this water. It's like mud-like now, filled with creepy crawlies. There was all kind of critters in this thing when I saw it, so maybe it did come from the river. Look at it, full of water. Mine's full of water. I'm gonna go back and drain this out. It looks like we have a break in the storm, so I'm gonna head back. Whew. I'm lifting the tender up just so I can open the drain plug and drain it out. Bro, that is crazy. It was so hectic a minute ago, and now it's just like so calm. The water's messed up, like everything's brown, and I'm soaked obviously, but you can hear a rooster in the background. By the way, there's a big church here. You can see it there. Every hour the bells ring. And it was really nice to wake up to this morning. It was actually really relaxing. Ups and downs. Gotta go with the flow. Alrighty, we're gonna head to shore, see if we can get something done. I still haven't checked in, and I could really use some propane, so I'm gonna try to find that. There's not much in this town I want to do. I do want to explore just a little bit, but as I move further west coast, I think I'll have more access to rental cars. My big plan is to go see some of the cool waterfalls and just, I guess, some of the beautiful landscape that's here in Guadeloupe. That's what I've seen online. That's what I want to go check out. The storms that came through and all the chaos this morning ate up most of the day. It's pretty late in the day now, so we'll see what's open, but we're gonna go check it out. That's the immigration office. This little gray container right here next to the anchorage. But they close at 2. Closed on Sundays and close at 2. So we're past that now. But I don't think anyone's gonna know. So we're gonna walk around town, get situated, see if we can find somewhere to do propane tomorrow when we check into immigration too. It's a cool town. It's cool. It's very Dominican Republic vibes, but everyone's French, so I like it. Alright, that grocery store was pretty well stocked. Got some fruit and veggies, some of you will be proud of me. And I got a frozen pizza too. I'm trying to find propane, but doesn't look like I'm gonna luck out. They had the tiny little bottles that you can plug in, but I really want to fill my bottle. It's not like an exchange. I need propane filled into mine, which I'm gonna have to wait for. It's funny, like, you know, not a lot of people here speak English, and I don't speak great French at all. And I'm asking for propane, and I'm like, gas for the cooking. And finally someone was like, oh, propane. Like, I was thankful, but I was also thinking to myself, if French for propane is propane, you couldn't figure out what I was saying when I was saying propane? Propane? I don't know, it was funny. The town is nice, I like the vibe. A little rough around the edges, but that's kind of how I like it. People are super nice, seems like. I'm getting a lot of looks. Sticking out like a sore thumb. Eat, rest, so that tomorrow morning we can get started early, because I think I need to come and check in and move my way south. The biggest reason why I can't make this my home base for Guadeloupe is I need a rental car to get inland. Look at all the produce. It's like every other store is a grocery store. Bonsoir. But yeah, it's pretty nice here. I gotta move south. How good is this place? So cute. They are giving me a massive thing of chicken curry. And I'm gonna go eat that and relax. Have a nice night on the boat. Come explore some more tomorrow.
Merci. Merci beaucoup.
Yes, sir. Look at me speaking French. An island in the middle of nowhere. Who am I? Chase my Lemacks, that's who. Hi, buddy. I have chicken curry. Alrighty. What a day. Wow. As the kids say, that is bussin'. By the way, I totally splurged at the grocery store. Look what I got. Biscoff butter, baby. We're living large. I'm gonna give it a little hoo-ha. Dude. Oh my God. I'm gonna get some things done right now so that we can start off first thing tomorrow and have a good day in Guadeloupe making some moves. Are you kidding me? Very much today. You good? Guys, look, we have a friend. He must have jumped on when I was riding around in the tender. See him? Hi, buddy. You hang out here as long as you need, alright? He's cute. What should we name him, Vlog? What's the name for the new frog? Vlog? Should we just name him Vlog? The Vlog frog? I'm an idiot.